I liked our energy level in the second half much better than the first half. I just, was disappointed in our juice in the first half. Second half, better and a little more efficient offensively. Made better decisions in transition. They're a tricky group to deal with because they are really, it's a defensive drill for 2 hours when you're running through their stuff. And overall, we did a pretty good job of not letting them get going from the arc. Again, we're going to need 2 halves of energy as we move forward. So we got a lot to work on before we play again next week.
Why the lack of energy? Not necessarily just the energy, but emotion from your guys. It just seems like they're going through the motions the first 20, 22 minutes of the game.
Oh no, that's a great question, Tom. I mean, I asked them about that at halftime. We got a chance to play again. We got a chance to win another game. We had just gotten beaten a week ago. That's what I was most disappointed with. We don't have maybe the most vibrant personalities. We do have some quiet guys, but that really starts with our leadership too. To get guys really ready to go. Even when we substituted, that didn't help our energy level in the first half.
Mike, you got a lot of points off the bench today.
Yeah, the one thing we were able to do is play a lot of different combinations together. I'm still certainly learning about our team and probably will be for a while. But we got to play a lot of different guys out there together, and it's interesting to evaluate and still keep trying to figure it out.
The other night, you indicated that you didn't care about Burgett's fouls, but is that a problem if you intend to start him?
Yeah, I mean, I just think he's going to have to be smarter. Tim, he's getting so many cheap ones with the hand check rule, with the new rule. And I believe he's quick enough to move his feet on these guys. I don't think he needs to put his arm out. But it was one of those days for him where, everything went down the tubes. Every guy that took a shot on him, it went in. He turned it over a couple times. He lost a rebound. And, I don't know. Maybe everybody I start in that spot can't handle it. So we'll just keep trying guys till somebody can handle it. But we're going to need him. And because he's important to us. I would like to keep him on the floor more. He's not expendable foul-wise, because I think he's going to be really a key for us.
The three-point defense numbers indicate improvement over the last 2 games, but specifically, did you see improvement?
Yeah, one of the reasons they got some stuff around the bucket is we hugged the arc big time, and I don't think they made one in the first half. And I didn't even see, what was their final line?
5 of 25.
Yeah, that's you were going to have to take that away, or it could have got really interesting. You gave up some stuff around the bucket. I did think, really, our team defense, even in the first half, that wasn't so much a problem. I just thought, I don't know where we were offensively, and we didn't talk much to each other. Now, we missed some shots, so we got a little gun shy. We got some great looks in the first 5 minutes, missed some shots, then you get a little gun shy. But overall, our communication, guarding their stuff and aware of the arc, was really good. And that's what we really tried to focus on. The other thing that can't be lost is it's exhausting guarding that stuff and guarding the arc. I think it does take its toll on you on the offensive end sometimes.
Mike, for the last 5 minutes of the game there, Irish fans kind of got a look at the future.
Yeah.
What did you like from the young guys at the
end? Yeah, that's the team that's in blue shirts a lot of times. It has been most of the preseason. What I loved is Demetrius Jackson was firmly running that team and really vocal. And they're comfortable playing together, as you can see, because they play together a lot. It's a group that I think we're going to count on certainly this year, and our future we're really going to count on. It's good to see Zach around the bucket, posting, getting some stuff. BJ and Steve just getting in and getting a feel for it, because even though those 2 guys have not gotten to be part of it a lot yet, I think their time's coming. And so they just need to keep working.
The other question I would have is just, you guys use this weekend, you get 2 convincing wins. How do you use this momentum going into a week of practice?
Yeah, I think there's some things we can get better at, and we need to address it. Tomorrow we have to use as our off day, so it gives our staff some time to kind of address what do we want to work on before we take the floor again next week, because after the Cornell game, really starting with the Cornell, this thing starts moving until December 14th. So this is a week to get great reps in. Are we going to introduce anything new? Are we going to look at anything different lineup-wise? I think we have to examine all of that through this week. Probably need to scrimmage on Thursday. We just need to play. We'll get up and down, and then we'll take them, do a little Thanksgiving dinner with everybody. But this is your best practice week to really accomplish, because when you look from Sunday to the 14th, you're not going to be able to practice real long, because there's short periods of time in between games, and you need to keep legs fresh. So this becomes a big week for us. I don't know what I want to work on yet. I need to sit down for a day with the staff and really talk about 2-3 things we'd like to look at.
Coach, with the Garrett, the second straight good game, how did he respond from the Indiana State loss?
He responded just really matter of fact. I mean, there was no time. He didn't need to go to confession. We need him, and he has to be our scoring threat in that low post. So to keep nurturing that is really important for me with him. So my thing was, I think maybe I talked to him for 10 seconds. I said, bounce back, you need to bounce back Friday, man. So him scoring down there, being a threat down there. I thought what he did today with the ball, his decisions with the ball, his passing, his decisions were much better. We tried to slow him down. He didn't turn it over with his kick-out passes. He didn't try and drive it from 15 feet through traffic. He's gathered and gotten fouled, and he's making free throws. I'm really pleased with the weekend for him. Maybe it's the most important weekend for any of our players, for him to get into gear again, because he must give us a low putt. The other thing, he's a fabulous team defender, helping on the dribble exchanges and the ball screens. His body position, helping our perimeter guys, he's the best at it. So for him to be confident is a key for our team.
You talked about him the other night too, but what is it about him that has allowed him to be he's going to be the guy down low for us?
I think, Tom, because since the start of practice, he's been the most consistent guy. First of all, he's been healthy the whole time. Zach and Tom has missed time. But, and maybe I would defer then to the 3 veteran perimeter guys. They're really comfortable playing with him. They know throwing it into the post off of Sherm is a key thing. And you can see they willingly throw it to him because they know he can score, but they also know if he's keeping it simple, he makes good decisions with the ball. Again, as much as he scored, I'm excited about the decisions with the ball. They were safe passes. They weren't trying to thread the needle, and we kept the turnovers down.
You mentioned Demetrius a bit. How does he kind of take that aggressiveness when he is playing with backups to when he's playing with Eric?
Well, I think this weekend he did that. Certainly on Friday, playing with the key guys, he gave us great energy, and we just want to keep building. I thought Friday was the first time you looked at a guy and he said, I'm comfortable, I'm confident. But he was in a lot. I mean, we downshifted quickly again to play against this team, and it was him for a big guy. And he gave us really good stuff playing with the other older guys. But his energy is very much a key, and his ability to attack the bucket. I thought he had some great drives where he went in there and took contact. He had one drive where he knocked 2 Army guys down and scored it, and so. His energy off the bench is a key. I thought again, Tom Knight needed to have some flow today because he's going to be a key for us. He cannot be a forgotten man. He got some flow going today, so it was a good day for him after really 2 tough ones in a row because we're going to need all those guys.
At one point, it was 16-6 rebounding advantage. What did you guys do better after that?
That's a good question. I don't know how many. They only took 7 threes in the first half, I believe. And they took 25 for the game? Mm-hmm. Huh. Our guards rebounded better. Our perimeter got down there and helped us rebound better. I think, how many rebounds did Sherm have? 7. For him to be at 7 and 8 is pretty good. We still have to get Tom and Zach rebounded more. And it's a concern, but I think Sherm maybe set the tone for us and got a few. that's where it was disappointing not being able to have Austin Burgett in there in a rhythm. You know, here's a guy who got 10 rebounds for us on Friday, and you know, he's struggling finding a rhythm. But we don't have time to feel sorry for him. You know, who wants to start and who can play? We'll figure it out. We'll keep the revolving door going till we find something, and maybe it revolves all year. Thank you. Have a great holiday.
You too, Mike.
See you Sunday.